Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to the version of The States, version 6. Alright folks, how's it going today? Hope everybody is doing well. If you recall from the previous episode, we were working away on this field here. Just turn that down just a wee smidgen. As you can see, we're working away on this field. We're currently harvesting sorghum. And also, if you notice carefully, we have the chop straw mod installed. I believe this is the latest version. Honestly, I'd have to double check to see if it is the latest version. But I was notified, or someone let me know not too long ago, that when you use the chop straw mod, it actually does have, put something back into the soil now, which is really, really awesome, if you ask me. Before, it was just a question of, before I found it was just when you had it rocking, it wasn't necessarily the best thing. Let's just put that down. There we go. Yeah, I just couldn't put my finger on what was the purpose behind having the actual mod itself. So, oh, my steering wheel is set properly. I was like, can't remember if it was set up properly. Luckily, it is. This is good. But yeah. It's supposed to increase, I forget who left the comment now, so thank you for leaving the comment, first of all. Although now I can't remember what the actual details were, but I believe it adds something back to the soil, which is pretty cool. So, that's the reason why we have, well, not the only reason why, but one of the reasons why we have it installed on this particular map. We're going to see if we can catch up to that combine in time. I have a sneaky suspicion we won't be able to, but anyhow, it's been a long time since I played on this map. Last time I hopped on and played a little bit of the of States actually was oh, he's at 80%. Just stop there then. Of course he's not going to stop, but let's just stop. And I just realized I destroyed the crops. Whoops. Last time I played on this map was... No, don't continue. Stop. That was the whole idea of going in front of you. Last time I played this map, there we go. Finish the thought, Iain. Was probably when I played multiplayer, and I was on RD Allen's server there, and I hopped on for a bit. No one else was on, so I messed around for a little bit and went back to just playing single player for a bit. So that's what happens, because I end up whenever I play multiplayer, it seems like whenever it's the case, no one else is on. So that's fine. I think that's the Shift R, if memory serves. It's just often the case where no one else is on when I'm on. So it's one of the reasons why I don't do multiplayer very often, because I tend to play at very random hours, and when that's the case, it's hard to get people together to play the game, sort of thing. This sorghum looks kind of low to the ground. I feel like it should be a bit taller than this, but maybe not. All right, let's go take this to our grain. All right. Funny enough, actually, it's been a couple. It feels like a long time since I recorded. Actually, it's kind of strange. The reason being is because I had my new contract that I'm working on right now. It just keeps me at work earlier and makes me stay later, essentially. So I haven't recorded many at all in the morning, actually. So because of that, I haven't done any recording. But luckily, I had some in the bank. So that's what today is all about, for me at least. Catching up on some of the episodes that I have not been able to record as of yet, which happens from time to time. Alright, let's just swing on in here. There we go. Perfect. It's funny, someone was asking the other day, I think, I don't know who it was, but someone was asking me, how is that tractor moving like that? Was it on Follow Me mod? I think it was on the episode 17 of Hardworking, I want to say it was. And someone was asking me how is it able to do that, and of course that's through courseplay. So I suppose it was somebody new who had not seen the courseplay tutorials. So if you're wondering how to get the combine to unload set up courseplay to unload your combine. I did a video for that, and someone asked me about how do you get fieldwork mode to work for your combine, and there's also a video for that as well. So, all right, so I'm gonna set this guy just to unload, and I don't know where the nearest combine would be. Is that the nearest one? Oh, I don't know actually. I'm just gonna go drive towards him just to verify that's the right one. This is one of the weird problems because I have a couple combines that are kind of relatively close to each other. I don't know which one is which actually, and we have apparently we have quite a few. It's not that one. I think it's this one. And what happens is if you set up courseplay, if you don't set up courseplay properly, it'll go and start unloading the wrong combine. Especially, it seems to happen particularly on these bigger fields here. So if you have a small field, that doesn't seem to do much. It doesn't seem to matter much. But if you're using a big field, then often I find that the courseplay will not be able to detect where the combine is. So, excellent. Apparently I was plowing, but I don't have a plow anymore. Wonder what happened there. Don't think I rented it. I know what actually happened now that I think about it. I upgraded the type of plow. Why do we have a truck? Or maybe I reset it. I upgraded the plow, I think, to the newest version, and that's probably why it just reset. I suspect. This, of course, is the Taurus. It looks like a Deutz-Fahr or Deutz-Fahr, however you want to say it, and that's the reason for the striking similarity. Let's reset. Nope, 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 nope. This guy right here, because I have no idea where it is. Oh, I know where it was. I bet you it was on the New Holland. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know what it was doing then. Anyways, yeah, this is the Taurus. This is probably one of my favorite tractors, just because of the way it looks. It looks so mean, like especially with the lights on like that. Like I don't know what it is. So this particular version is a 660 horsepower version. Pretty powerful. It will definitely get the job done, and you can basically put anything on this and it'll be fine. It's basically the same power as a Steiger, Steiger 620. Perhaps a bit overkill. And I think this is where items get reset, somewhere over here. I should have looked first. I thought it was over here. Maybe it's, oh, over there. So this is the sugar beet. This is like the Rubenschneider, except this is a bigger version of it, so you can just unload huge quantities of sugar beets in there. There's our cows, of course. Up here, I believe we have our, oh, there it is. Up there we have the truck, which is just chilling out there for the time being. This guy right here, which is our plow. We'll get this guy rolling. Actually, what we could do, thinking about it, we could... which fields do we actually own in this map now? We have 8, 9, and 1. 8, 9, and 1. What's actually planted? I don't know. 8, 1, 8. Oh, that's why. Gotcha. So we'd probably just need to I'm just gonna grab the seeder because I have no idea where it is. This is the problem when you have such a huge map. There's the mower, there's that. When you have such a huge map, you really, unless you oh, it's up there. We'll just reset it because it's down here. Put it down here. You just don't know where things are half the time. Or at least that's what I find. Often I'm in a situation where I have no idea where I left things, and also it doesn't help when you haven't played on a map for a while. Whoops. When you haven't played on a map for a while, like this one I haven't played on for a little bit of time. At least in single player. And the seed refill point is where? That's for manure over there. That is, I'm guessing it's somewhere over here. Let me, I'll be back in a sec when I find it. There we go. Just chilling out right over here, apparently at one of these sell points. We're gonna go ahead and refill the seeds. I don't know. We can plant basically anything because 8 and 9 are both our fields, and we do not have. They're unfortunately both withered. That's what happens when you just forget about things. I think what happened that time was I progressed time Well, I didn't accidentally. I progressed time. I just didn't realize what stage they were at. So unfortunately, I just had them wither, which is sad. Which really, it is sad. So excellent. So now we're gonna head up to field number 6 or field number 7. And I think what's going to happen in this scenario is the field. Well, we'll check the field first, but it may already have the appropriate amount of fertilizer and everything. I guess we'll do field 8 first. This is also withered, unfortunately. So what we can do is we just drive onto the field, because it doesn't matter if we drive over the stuff. 4 and 2. Oh, maybe we should spread manure on this then. Or compost, I should say. That is quite a lot. See, the problem is if you have it set this low, because I believe 5 and 4 are the optimal. 5 and 4 are the optimal for fields. So I could just plant this, but I have a sneaky suspicion that's not going to be good for us. Do I really only have the... This is the John Deere. And I have the Crone. I guess I only have 2 tractors that are just... I thought I had more tractors, but I guess I don't. So what we'll do is we'll grab the fertilizer spreader or manure spreader, and we'll spread some compost. Now, I don't know how it actually treats it, but we actually have compost on this map, which is kind of cool. You can make compost from grass or straw, which is really neat. Unfortunately, I think the composter should have a larger fill tank, because I believe the maximum is 100,000 liters. And if I'm honest with myself, 100,000 liters is not very much. Not for this map, at least. Like, we will probably get like part of a field done. And I believe it should just be over here. It is perfect. So this is where we can store it right here. And if you recall, I had the Peterbilt, looks like, chilling out there, and he was going back and forth with the manure. Alright, perfect. So the funny thing is about these, like manure on this map just sounds like a nightmare because how much manure you actually need. Like, has anybody ever actually spread a manure on a map and done a whole field? Like, ooh, better slow down here. Done a whole field with manure? It takes first of all, it takes forever because you don't have enough manure half the time, and second of all, how the heck do you have that much manure? Like, for example, on the newbie farm, the only way I had that much manure is because I was purchasing it. So, in this map, you could easily make enough manure, but I suspect that it would be rather difficult. Alright, so we own the field in front of us, which is withered. And let's take a look at that. What do we got here? So, this is field 9. So I'm going to set up something just real quick here. Starting corner is southeast, heading west, return to first point, yes. I want this to be 9. And generate course. There we go. Technically what I should do is I should set up a refill course, but let's just see how this works out. Set up this on fertilizer, and let's see how far it gets before we have to refill it. I imagine it won't be very far, but we're gonna see. So soil mod does stuff like this. It adds texture like that. That's kind of if you have the ghoul misting lime mod, that's what it does, the same thing. So like now this is what it looks like here. So if I go and cultivate or plow this in now, it's going to have a rather high yield. So if I hop over to my Peterbilt, wherever that is. Oh, that was probably the Peterbilt back there. Oh, here it is. So here's the Peterbilt. Let's put him in group 5, I guess. Sure. And we'll get this set up. So this is the Peterbilt dump truck. It's kind of a modded version of the original. I think it was a Kenworth that came out. I want to say it was originally. And this is like just a slightly modded version. This is the, I don't know if you call it more realistic, but this is the better version. It's not a crazy amount better, but it is better. Alright, so we want to go straight and then turn right. Yeah, but the funny thing is, like, mirrors, I don't know. I'm actually, honestly, I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen like some really nice mods yet, due to the fact that that the documentation has been released. We haven't seen anything from NA modding yet, and we haven't seen anything from OEB as of yet as well, which is kind of strange. Alright, let's get lined up here. I actually saw Peterbilt today. I was sitting at a bus stop and saw a really nice Peterbilt. It kind of sounded like this a little bit when it was idling. Really cool. Too bad I didn't get a chance to sit down and talk to the guys. That would have been kind of neat. But they were at a stoplight, so I can't really say, hey, how's it going? And have a big conversation with them, so. Alright. How is that Taurus doing? Yeah, so he's done, I guess he's done one pass. That's not terrible, I suppose. Could be a lot worse. So he's done one pass, and he used up almost all of it, so this is going to be the problem we're going to run into. It looks really cool, though. The question is, how do you produce enough manure? I guess you really have to have that compost on, like on this particular map, you really got to have that compost running like 24/7, it seems like. So you got to make sure that is unloaded all of the time. Nice. See how much we can get. Ideally, what I might do is I might buy the slurry cell purchase point, so then just purchase the slurry, because it's actually not that expensive to do that. We'll just use up the last little bit there. Perfect. So what we'll do is we'll record a course, because this is going to take a lot of manure. And I mean a lot of manure. So let me tell you a little story. As many of you know, I work as a teacher. I teach English to French people. However, I have been, well, for a long time now, I have been thinking about moving back to my hometown. And some of you might remember this, some of you may not. And I actually kind of have a little bit of a break on that. So I have an offer to move closer to my hometown and work on a farm, which is pretty crazy when you think about it, because I have never been given this type of opportunity, in the sense that it's a very sure, well, it's almost like a sure job back home, which is very rare for where my hometown is, because there aren't many jobs there, unfortunately, because it is a small town. But it means moving back home. So I don't know. I'm a little. Cause here's the dilemma. Yes, there's a job on a farm, which is awesome, but it's definitely gonna be. I'll be doing, you know, the grunt work, because I will be starting from scratch essentially, because I don't know I'm not an expert when it comes to farming. So I don't know. That is the current thing going on in my life, at least. So thought I'd share that with you guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, I'm sure a lot of you'd say, jump on it, do it, for sure, 100%. But it's kind of strange, because what will happen is, because it's not doing what I do now, first of all, it will be most definitely less pay, which is, you know, fine. It's not a huge deal for me. But it's just going to be a really odd scenario, because it's not something honestly never expected this to happen. So it's a very, I don't know. I do this a lot. Some of you who've been reading, some of you who have been watching for a long time probably know what I'm like. I'm just gonna put a waiting point there, I think. I tend to think about things for a long time before I purchase. For example, before I purchase, but before I do things. But in this scenario, it would be it's a full-time job working on a farm, and the caveat is they want somebody as soon as possible. So it means like leaving my current job and moving back to my hometown within the space of like a couple weeks, which is a bit scary when you think about it. I don't know. It's a pretty big change. So I don't know, it's oops, actually you know what I'll do? I will just do a little UE first, because that would be better if it was just straight as opposed to a turn there. Let's do that. I don't know, it's a scary choice to make. But it does mean I'd be close to a farm, working on a farm, but that might mean a fewer videos because of that. There we go. I'm just gonna cross over like that. I wouldn't normally cross over the tracks, but it will probably just end up being a better course because of it. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think I should do about that? Give me your opinion. I'd be kind of curious. It's the current big thing in my life that's going on right now. Like I said, it is a bit scary, so we'll see. All right. And it would be working on a beef farm too, which is something I've never done as well. So I don't know. Very exciting, but very scary all at the same time. Sometimes, what's the expression? They say you should jump at the opportunity, which is true. A lot of times you should, but I don't know. Something I got to think about. Not an easy choice to make, that's for sure. So, have any of you guys ever made a change like that in your life? Let me know in the comments below. I'd be kind of curious to hear how it went for you. I'm sure some of you have had fantastic changes. Some of you had terrible changes, I'm sure. I'm sure it works both ways. Alright, there we go. This will be F9. F9. And this will be refill. Manure. Save. Perfect. There we go. And let's do this on field 9. And then we'll add it to F9 refill manure. Apparently I already had one of those. And we'll save this as, I'm sure I already have one of these then too. Oh no, maybe I don't. F9 spread manure. Perfect. And we'll set this up so it's at a last waypoint. So yeah, that is something that's weighing on. Now that I'm thinking about it right now, I apologize. I'm kind of rambling a little bit because it's going through my mind, and I don't know. It's something kind of exciting and scary and all sorts of crazy things all at once. So I don't know. The best part about it is moving closer to home, being closer to family. That's the biggest bonus. But it means changing. It means like a really big career change, essentially. Not necessarily. I don't know if it's a career change, but it's it's a job. So it would be rather interesting, to say the least, because it would mean something very different. But it's not the end of the world. Closer to home, that's for sure. You definitely would get a lot more farming related videos. The people I'll be working for, they're pretty good. They seem like they're very decent people, and they're really into promoting agriculture and whatnot. So I don't think they would be against me recording some of the stuff, but I definitely would have to ask them first, because it's not my farm and all that jazz. So I don't know. It would be pretty. Oh, the lights are off. Turn the lights back on. So much cooler. It would be pretty amazing, I think. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll let this guy run. I don't know how much, can I check to see how much manure we have stored? That would be fantastic if we could do that. Oh, 16,000 liters? Yeah, that's not very much. Let's do this. Anyhow, sorry that was a big long pause. Thinking too much. This is what happens. So, if it does happen, I'll let you guys know, of course. And if it doesn't happen, I'll let you guys know, of course, as well. But either way, it is kind of an exciting thing that's going on. In other exciting news, went fishing this morning. Went fishing for some... I originally went bass fishing, but the place we went, the pike were hitting a lot harder. So we went pike fishing, essentially. A lot of fun. We caught a few pike, my buddy and I. It was really cool. They were hitting super hard. It was really strange. It was like a little tiny pond. You know, honestly, I didn't expect to find any pike there, but there definitely were. Like my very first cast in the pond, boom, caught a pike. It was amazing. We didn't catch pike for the whole morning, mind you. They were hitting, you know, before 9 a.m. and then after that they kind of just petered off a little bit. But it was darn cool to have to do like a first cast and then to get a fish, which was really neat. So, all right, now is that thing going to continue? That is the question. Is it going to be enough? We should probably, if we're going to do it that way, we should probably drive the other way around. So drive to corner of field 6. All right, perfect. So yeah, because my new contract, well, the contract I'm on right now has changed slightly. That's why I haven't been doing a whole lot of streaming. My voice has actually been strained quite a bit, it felt like. So I've been holding back a little bit on the streaming. Oops. Holding back on the streaming a little bit because of oh darn, because of the way the contract works. I don't know if this is gonna work because I think it's actually really close to this. I don't know. There's a huge box there. You can't get. Well, this truck has a huge box at least. I could do that actually. Wonder how much is in here. Is it gonna tell me? Let's go check. This thing, I think this is one of the neatest little things they added to the game, especially with the soil mod as well. Like the combination is really neat. You can put wood chips in here too, so if you're big into forestry, you can put that in there. So this is working away here. And can we get up the side here? No. But it's making it into manure. And this guy, as fast as it's being made, is as fast as it's being unloaded, basically. That's awesome. But we're gonna run out really quickly, because I suspect, where is he, this guy? It's going back for more manure. So yeah, he's done like 3 passes maybe, and that's it. Look at all those, that's awesome. I don't know, they did a really cool, I don't know, I think this is a really neat looking tractor, if you ask me. Just with the beacons and everything on it. 660 horsepower, how can you go wrong with that? I don't know. I don't know how you can go wrong with it, honestly. Let's see if this works as it's supposed to. Always important. Now I don't know, let me just check real quick. That is the biggest one. Okay, and that holds 15 meters. And let's just see the modded ones we have. I don't think they're any bigger. Nope, nope, nope. No, I think these are 10 or 15 meters as well, so doesn't make a difference. Alright. Let's see what happens. Whoops. Ah, yes. It's going to take this ridiculous route because I didn't know where the heck I was going. Alright, this guy's ready to go. So maybe what we can do is we can get this guy to set up to work as well. Oops. Put that on that. And what should happen is, there we go. It shouldn't, good. Gotta love the keyboard steering mod. When you understand the keys, It's pretty neat. It turns when you turn, and if you set it up properly, it actually won't turn around backwards. Down here in field 6, I said, eh? Yeah. Yeah, it won't turn around backwards when you're turning, which is kind of nice, actually, so. Very cool. But, you know, there are some cooler stuff. There's some cool mods out there, and this is definitely one of them. I like it a lot. I get asked that question all the time. Like, Ian, what's the mod that turns it from left to right when you're driving? And it looks so smooth because I'm using a steering wheel. But if you're using the keyboard, it looks like this. So it's not nearly as nice, but it definitely got the job done. Oh, is that going to work? Is he full? I just don't think he is. Oh, he is. He's full. He made the turn. Yeah, the reason I made that turn over there just because if I hadn't done that, he probably would have gotten in. He probably would have gone somewhere else and just made a mess, basically. Alright, is that actually going to unload? Perfect, it is. So we can actually keep ahead of that guy spreading manure, but not by much because we don't have a whole lot of straw or anything to put in there. I don't think we have anything else. We have manure, storage, sorghums, soybeans. Wow, we have a lot of soybeans though. Let's see. We don't have any straw. No. So, I don't think we have anything planted that even produces straw, or else I would totally be on that right now. That would have produced straw, but of course that's withered and that's withered. So I think 7, is that fully grown? It looks like it has. So if I grab this guy and put him on... Oh no, there's stuff that needs to be put there? Oh, sweet. Let's do that. We need our tractor then, because our 2 tractors are in. They are currently working. Let's see, what do we got here? Class? No, let's try and avoid that. Could do not that one, but we could do the other 7810 because it's a pretty solid tractor. Oh, I have 2 of these now again. We need, how much horsepower do we need? We need quite a bit, I believe, for this. 240 at least. Okay. 240 at least. So, can I actually drag this? Oh, cool. You can tell how often I do that. That doesn't have it. No, those won't. That would. Those definitely not. That wouldn't either. Nope. I guess we could use this this timber one. Nope, we can't. Never mind. Doesn't have enough horsepower either. Well, let's go ahead and get one of these John Deeres. I don't know which one's the good one. I think this one's probably fine, and I believe it has... Oh, not enough horsepower. Whoops. Let's just find out if it does or not, because I have a sneaky suspicion it might actually do fine. Alright, there we go. Let's put this guy in group 1 with the other John Deere. And we'll just put the diff locks on. I do like the way the job they did in this thing. It looks good on the outside. One of the nicer ones. The gloss I could do without, but... Alright, so we need to get the forge wagon, which is somewhere around here, and we'll get him rolling on the field. I suppose we could switch the Taurus with this guy. Technically. That could work. And yeah, that might actually work that way. Maybe we'll do that. There's that, there's that. Where is the forge wagon? There it is. We'll see. Let's go just test it out right now before we get anywhere else. Alright, let's turn it on. Maybe it doesn't want to be turned on because it's full. There we go. Is that going to show me? No, of course it's not. I will unload that there. And I think we have a mow and then unload in the compost. Collect and unload. Oh, that's the one we're looking for. And I bet... Yeah. Let's see if I put it to fieldwork and nearest. And we put always on. Should be fine. We're going to find out what happens here in a second. I don't know which point it's going to go to after this. That will be kind of interesting to see if it does a first waypoint or something. What we'll do actually is this real quick. Yep, I thought he had enough horsepower. It may say it doesn't, but in fact it does. Where the heck is field 1? Way down there. Okay. So I guess we have field 1 is mown as well, I suppose. Based on what I'm seeing at least. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it is. So if we set it up for... Let's keep it on nearest, because I believe we have a whole bunch that is already collected. If memory serves at least. Oh yeah. Okay, so... Perfect. Here we go. I have no idea which direction this is going to be. We'll put this guy right here. Actually, don't need to. You can see it right here. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. Perfect, and he's going to go ahead and collect that. And then, the problem, right now he probably doesn't have a problem, but it may be a problem when he gets into, when he fills up, I suspect. Because what will happen is it just may not be able to pull the load. So it may not be the horsepower, it may not be the horsepower, it may be like a weight issue, as some people have mentioned to me before. Anyways, folks, I'll let this guy run for a little bit here, and we'll come back next episode, and hopefully we'll get cultivating a little bit of manure there. We'll see what happens. So until next time, folks, my name's Iain Robson. This has been the States version 6, and if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that share button? I'd really appreciate that. Catch you guys later.